Hey, Stefan here with All American Print Supply. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome back to the channel. Sitting next to me is being what is called the greatest cap press on the market today, the Stahl's Hotronix Fusion IQ 360. Before I rip this open and start seeing all the different things we can make with it, we thought we'd sit down and do a formal unboxing. Go ahead and comment down below the coolest thing you've ever made with your cap press and stick around as we dive into this. And here we go. Let's get it. Alright, let's see what we got on top. Owner's manual, this is important. Probably got all of our settings and operation instructions. What looks to be an inspection sheet. We got some electrical specs. This has been inspected, meets all quality standards. Oh, we got some starter samples enclosed. Let's take a look here. These transfers we can apply with the cap press. Awesome. Here. These are foam cover pads. They're going to vary in thickness. We're going to range from 1/8 of an inch, 1/4, all the way up to 3/8 of an inch. And these will be used for applying the heat to the transfers that you're using when you're working with your Fusion IQ 360. Get more to these in a moment. All right. If you've been in any of our unboxings before, you know we always recommend to keep all of your packaging materials, just in case. I'm going to place this onto the ground. Get these side foams out of here. Now the listed weight on this is right about 45 pounds, so it shouldn't be too difficult, but an extra set of hands may help in opening the machine out of the box. Power cord. Now immediately I see the shipping bolt. This is notified as must remove before use. It is for shipping purposes only. So a little elbow grease, this guy will slip right off. And again, hold on to all of your different packaging materials, the foam and this, just in case. All right, now I see we got an attention label here. Let's go ahead and get this guy off. Okay, lift with 2 people, if possible. Place on a sturdy level stand, just like we got here. Use a dedicated grounded circuit, 20 amp at 120 volts. Locate near an outlet if possible to avoid using extension cords. Never use extension cords with your heat press. If an extension cord is needed, use a 20 amp rated 12 gauge cord, industrial. Lift the handle if equipped to the up position before turning on the press. You don't want this heating element just cooking the lower platen unnecessarily. And please read the manual for full instructions, including Wi-Fi connection. Interesting. Now previously, cap presses have always given you the best results with unstructured hats. So think of dad caps or trucker hats that have that foam front panel. That's because those front portions are able to lay very flat, almost like a t-shirt. Now structured hats, on the other hand, this curvature here is very reinforced, and there's not really an industry standard as far as what the angle is here. Now, to combat that, what the 360 IQ brings to the table is a molded lower platen that will conform to the shape of the hat. It's going to be a great way to offer more decoration locations, and thanks to the unique design and the 360 name, you're able, with a single platen, to offer multiple decoration locations, more print positions, more profits. And this lower platen heats up as well to give you better contact for those hard to work with transfers. So think of embroidery style, leather patches. This thing can handle all sorts of transfers. All right, let's power this thing on and see how it works. It's like a little mini computer. It comes with a stylus and everything. And one of the things we love about cap presses, because this element is much smaller than a traditional t-shirt press, measuring it at only 6 by 5 inches, this should heat up in no time. All right, so if you worked with a Hotronix before, the controls should be very familiar. So when you're gonna set your temperature, you just go ahead with your stylus and click on the temperature up here, and then using these up or down arrows, you can configure your desired heat. Now after you've entered your desired temperature, now you can set your timer. By clicking down here, you can use these up or down arrows to enter how long you want the press to engage for at your desired heat. And after you've got your settings all dialed in, confirm everything by hitting the check mark button here. And the machine will begin heating up. Now, before we get to full temperature, it is good to check our pressure. So let's go ahead and load a hat on and make sure everything's dialed in. Turn this sideways for a second. This lever here is gonna be what opens and closes how we're gonna keep the cap in place. So we're gonna open this to up position, get the hat positioned, and then release this back down. I can already feel the lower platen conforming to the shape of this structured front panel. Everything looks about good here. Let's give a quick test fit. All right, so I can see immediately I'm making a little contact with the brim. So let's bring this a little more front forward, like so. Give it another press. Perfect. Now what I'm checking for is making sure that this upper heating element is not contacting the brim so I can get as even of contact as possible. That should be good there. Everything looks good. The other thing we like about this press, it's an auto open, meaning in a busy print shop, you can step away and at the end of the timer, it's gonna kick right open for you. No scorching or burning. We're already in the triple digits, guys. It's about, 127. We'll give this just another moment. And today we're gonna be pressing a direct-to-film transfer. You know, DTF has been all the rage, and it's really a nice way to get more value out of these different cap presses and decorate all sorts of different headwear regardless of material. So we'll give this just another moment, and we'll get to DTFing. And there we have it, that was fast. Like we said, these smaller cap presses, those heating elements will warm up much quicker than a traditional flat t-shirt press. Let's go ahead and get our direct-to-film transfer in position. Today we're gonna be tackling that tricky front seam that's prevalent on most structured caps. So we're gonna go ahead and place this here. Now for ideal positioning, heat tape may be advised to keep things perfectly in position. But let's go ahead and place this here. Got a little bit of my silicone paper. Let's go ahead and lock this down. Now, most direct-to-film transfers will be pressing at between, I'd say, about 310 to 320 degrees Fahrenheit, and depending on the size, for between about 15 to 20 seconds. Now, in a production setting, I would have my next hat ready to go, and when this one comes out, set it to the side, as it may be a cold peel and possibly needs time to return back to normal room temperature. That was quick. So I would just take this out of the press, set this off to the side, load up my next hat, and then continue working. Now, you may have seen me cool down cold peel transfers in the past by perhaps putting the t-shirt with the DTF transfer up to a smooth surface, such as a window, glass, metal, or ceramic surfaces, as these areas can absorb heat. With a little bit of rub here, see if we can get this cold peel off nice and quickly. That should be about good there. Let's start up here. There we have it. Now the main thing I'm noticing is there's no big crease mark that I'd usually see on a hat of this style, leaving a big impression of the heating element on the front panel. But this came out really solid, no issues I'm seeing so far. But again, mainly no heat impression. Now that's gonna be thanks to the rounded edges on the upper heating element, but mainly due to this kind of conforming, moldy lower platen that'll adjust to the structure of whatever we're loading on here. And then like we said, it's called the 360 for a reason. So if I were to put a side decoration, I can release the pressure, slide this over kind of to the side, and then just continue decorating as we go. That should be good. It works! Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We got a lot more plans for this awesome cap press and all the different ways you can use it in your print shop, aside from just headwear. Go ahead and drop in the comment section down below the coolest thing you've made with your cap press. And if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and drop some thumbs up. That's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this one. My name is Esteban, we're All American Print Supply. We'll see you on the next one.